Hello everybody, I'm just giving you guys a quick update on what I've been up to the last couple of days. Well, from those that can remember, I bought my first ever Forge World models, and in front of you there they are, completed. They're the Chaos Renegade Rogue Psykers. I bought them really to practice, because I'd never done a Forge World kit before, and I wanted something a little cheaper to work with before I got onto my Primark. And there they are. I hope you like them. So the one on the right I've painted as a Imperial Guard Psyker, which I've sort of painted him like he's just sort of turning to the dark side, if you like. Sorry, I've been watching a bit too much Star Wars this last week. So it looks, to me, I sort of looked at the model and sort of thought his mind is sort of going, and so I've sort of painted him like that. So if you look, for example, if you look very carefully at his chest, and I've got a bit of a funny light on this because it's actually quite dark in here this evening, I've painted the symbol which has appeared on his chest, and I've painted the skin like it's just turning green, like he's starting to rot or something from the powers of the Chaos Gods. So he's sort of turning, whereas the one on the left there, I painted him like he's already turned and he's become sort of like a master. And if you look at his skin, it's a lot paler in comparison. So it looks like he's sort of gone, and his body's sort of started to sort of rot and mutate away as his mind started to sort of corrupt. And the other thing I've done with this one is I got myself some Typhus Corrosion and Riser Rust, and I've painted all the metalwork on this with the combination of the two to give it the appearance that it's rusting. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with those paints actually from GW. I've never used them before, and I'll certainly be using them again. I've put it all up the what do you call it, like the sticks there for the skulls, all over that tank on his back and all down his arms and wrist plates. And I've painted, I don't know if they also come out on the camera, but I've painted the eyes of that face down there sort of rolled back into the head. You sort of see they're sort of looking up, as if I wanted it to look like that head is actually alive in some sort of agony. So it's not like a dead head, it looks like it's being kept alive. That was just my sort of interpretation of the model. I don't know why, I just really like this model in particular. I like them both, but I just really like this one. And as always, for everyone that knows me, I'll be putting up a decent selection of pictures at the end of the video for you to look at these guys properly, because I know the light can be a bit funny. Now, just before I move on to what I'm going to say next, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Tabletop Banter. That's Callum. I've just noticed that he made a video and did a big shout out to me, and I really, really appreciate it. Honestly, I do. It's really nice to hear people say my work is really good, because you never know what to think. I don't think my work's particularly amazing or anything, but I really appreciate anyone that says that. And Callum, thank you so much, and I hope you see this. But moving on, now I've said that, the reason why I got these to practice was because for Christmas my girlfriend bought me Robot Golem and the Primark of the Ultramarines. Ultramarine player have to have a Primark, of course. And I have been working on him, do not worry, and I thought everyone might like to see the progress. At this precise moment, he is in a fully built state to where I want him to be for priming and painting and so on. I was about to take him outside and prime him, then I realised that I actually want to put some liquid green stuff in on some of the joins around the bases, because there's a few gaps there, and I think I can do a little bit better and fill them up. And this is a very, very nice model. I'm so impressed with this. And all the other bits, there are a lot more other bits to this as well. They are all ready, but I have kept them on their bases for work. So there's his cloak in the background there. I've already trimmed everything up so far, apart from I made a tiny mistake with the arm and cut it off its base, but I have trimmed it up so it is ready for priming. So I'm just going to have to sort of get around that. I realised that it just was not going to work putting it on for painting, so I wouldn't be able to get to all the features. But I mean, just look at the detail on that. I can't wait to get this. I can't wait to get him painted up for everybody, so you can see him. This is how he comes apart. It took me ages to work this out. I know it seems stupid, but he just comes apart like that, and he just sort of turns out, and then that becomes his playing base. Now, in terms of how I'm going to paint Gulliman, I haven't quite decided. Obviously, I'm going to paint him as an ultramarine, but what I mean is I'm not quite sure how I'm going to paint the base up. Am I going to paint it the way the Forge World painted it, or anything else? The one thing I do know is that this bit here is going to be green with flock, just like all my other ultramarines. Just the black bit down there on the bottom. This one will be kept black, because that's going to be on display in a glass case. But that one I'm going to make it green, just to keep it consistent with the others, because I'd feel wrong if I didn't. And I've been considering grey marble, black marble effect. I'm thinking of the behind him there. We've got squares in the floor. Maybe I'll do them black and white, a bit like a sort of 50s style kitchen, but done with the marble effect to keep it consistent. And I think I'm gonna. Big debate is edge highlighting. I'm not a big fan of edge highlighting. I prefer to keep it more natural light. So input on that, please, guys. What should I do? Edge highlighting or do natural light in the way that I've done all the others? Sorry, everyone, about the bit of the cut in the video there. I ran out of memory. Whether to do edge highlighting or natural lighting, please let me know your thoughts. And just as a quick side note, I managed to get my hands on this model. Now, I and my mum are both very big Doctor Who fans, and it was her birthday yesterday, and I have bought her one of these. Now, this is an original 1985 William Hartnell model. I believe it's from GW. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is, judging from the seller. He says he used to paint for them in the 80s on eBay. And the detail there may not be coming out, but I'm very impressed with this considering its age. And what I plan to do is paint it up for her as a birthday present. And just look at that, brilliant. But I'll be keeping you updated on him as well. I'll probably paint him alongside the Primarch, because he's obviously a lot smaller, and I can keep my eye on him as I go for it. But yeah, so I'm going to put some pictures up now of those Renegade Psykers. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a long video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much.